Hi, Chery lovers. Welcome to the Chery Live for More podcast, a space where we go beyond the cars and we take a look into the real stories behind the people that really do drive this brand forward. And today I'm very excited because we're joined by the beautiful Lihle Dela. She is one of our most loyal brand advocates. She really is doing the things for the brand in such an authentic and organic way. So I'm very excited to be sitting down and chatting to my girl.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Lihle, to the show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me.
How are you?
I'm perfect, actually. That I'm here, definitely, I'm perfect. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
Great stuff.
Good. So excited to have you on the show. I think it's perfect and quite fitting that we're having this conversation because, the show is not just about, like I said, the cars. And it's not just about the people who work for the brand as well. It's about people who drive the brand. And you're one of our customers, so you do drive the brand. And it's about people who actually love the brand, and have a very strong point of view when it comes to Chery and what we're trying to achieve as the brand.
Right.
So thank you. Thank you for being here.
No, I'm honored.
So before we get into the conversation and we talk, all things Chery, let's start with you. Tell us a bit about yourself. Who are you? How would your friends describe you?
Lihle Dela, and formerly other people call me Madlomo because of my clan. So mostly you'd hear people saying Madlomo, but when I was in high school, I actually gave my South the name Dynamite. And then,
love that.
And then,
love
even
that.
wrote that on my metric jacket. I was Dynamite.
Dynamite. Please tell us more about Dynamite. Where does Dynamite come from?
I was like, no, I'm just a force that was just meant to be doing what I do. And then also, I think I had I was raised by a single mom. So a lot of things were like, Mom, I don't have, so I grew up in me to say, you know what, I want to be the dynamite. I want to get everything that I want for myself. So that's basically what I've been pushing. And more than anything, I'm a very talkative person. I think that's what my friends would say. We are pop. So yeah, that's just me. I'm a very calm G. Yeah. That's all.
No, I love that. And you definitely are a dynamite. You've come into the Chery world and you've just made people recognize you. I think when people, especially because the Midrand branch loves you. So I think you're definitely a face that people would recognize and would tie to the brand. So I think that name Dynamite is fitting.
Yeah.
Tell us about your journey with Chery. When did that start? How did that start?
I'm not sure if I remember the year, but I remember the year that I got the car. But prior to that, my first interest with the Chery was the fact that when you're running in high speed, this car hazards. And I'm like, no, what is this now? So then I started looking into this on some.
This hazard thing had people in a chokehold.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't even know how that became a thing.
It became a hype because I'm like, no, how does it do that? So that became my first interest. And then I got myself a Tigo, but it was not that one specifically, but I'm in love with what I have currently. And I'm making it work for me, and it does. So that was me loving that brand. And then I think a few months after, because it was November, I think in February, I thought to myself, I want to be busy. Like I want something to do. And then I kept wondering, how do you become an automotive girl? How do you become this girl in the space? And then I went onto the Chery South Africa Facebook page.
Yes.
And then I saw a link about something about KOC. And then I'm like, okay, what's this one? Okay, I went into the website and then I registered myself. And then I think a week later, I was added into a group chat, which is no longer just a group chat now. It's a bunch of people being family.
The whole thing.
It's everything family there. So that's just how I joined into. And I won't lie, I've been very much happy with everything that is within the Chery space and me growing into the brand. And I see myself as the brand's ambassador. Like any time of the day, call me. Yeah, you can't tell me otherwise. I've grown to see what the brand does, not just on the streets, but everywhere. Yeah.
I love that. So just for the audience, background on KOC. So KOC stands for King of Customer. And in Lihle's case, Queen. It's basically just a platform for our most loyal brand advocates. It's a platform for people that love the brand and they want to show up within the brand. They want to attend events. They want to get some experience and test drive new cars. And it really is just a family, like you described it. It's a family of people who are passionate about the brand, and we come together and we have a lot of fun.
Like we have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun. You also mentioned being like a female, especially like in the automotive space. What's that like? Because, typically cars and automotive is dominated by men. Yes. How has it been for you being a woman representing an automotive brand?
Yes, I don't think it's been quite of a challenge. At the same time, it has been a bit of a challenge because now you get to learn the terms that are used your talk. And I'm like, okay, that's fancy.
I still don't know what that means.
Same. I'm like, fancy. But hey, if you tell me about talk, I'm like, oh, talk. Okay, sure. And then, but another thing that interests me, as you've said, that I have a good relationship with the dealer in Midrand. So I would go there and I'd actually ask. I would see the AWD at the back of the car. And when I'm there running around, I'm just running, hi. What does this stand for? I'm like, all-wheel drive. I'm like, all right. So that's just how I learned into the space. And I was just like, okay, I don't see a lot of females doing what I do. My reviews, basically, when it comes to Chery, are really of a person that drives the car every single day, showing what I do on a daily basis. So that's how I've navigated to saying, perhaps I'm not good with the technology of the terms, but I'll just show you from my view.
Practical day
to say
day.
this is day to day. This is how you are going to assist yourself when you can't do the steep hill. Here's a button. Here's some help, So I unlike the dealer where I'm like, oh no, specialty, it has a no. I'm just like, no, this is my view. This is how I do it. And with that, I've quite gotten a lot of reviews on some, we didn't know about this brand. Now we like this brand because of you. We didn't see this brand, but now we see this brand because of you. So from those few comments that I got, I was like, clearly I'm doing something good and I'm not stopping.
Absolutely.
Not
Absolutely.
stopping,
I think
stopping.
also, that's exactly what I love about like your content when you're showing off the brand. It's very real. There's a lot of, content out there that speaks to what the car is capable of, how fast it goes, what are the features, this and that. And you kind of take it and you make it feel like real and like personable, and you explain and show off the car in a way that anybody can understand. Because, if you're driving the car on a day-to-day basis, how many times are you thinking about the talk? Like, let's be for real. Like, you're jumping into the car. As long as you're comfortable and the car does what you need it to do in that moment, you're happy, So I love that. I love that it's very authentic, the way that you share your story and share the brand and, put it out on your social media. So well done.
Thank you. I remember this one time, the first few months when I got the car, and then, the Chinese brand perspective.
Oh, yes.
That perspective. So we're from church. There's a mini steep hill just up to the robots. Did it not want to not go up? What's going on? It didn't have a number plate. People are like, yeah.
It's the Chery brand.
It's the Chery brand. It's the Chinese cars.
That it's the Chinese cars.
It's the Chinese cars. And I'm just like, okay, my aunt and I, we exchange driving because I'm known to be the best driver. And then I'm like, girl, please try your luck. It refuses until I was like, you know what? I'll just reverse it. And then after reversing it, I'm going to make a U-turn and go down. Okay. I don't want to go up anymore because I don't know what's happening. Until into the our family group chat. And then someone said, especially Cape Town people, shout out to Cape Town. They're always experimenting. They're always experimenting. So someone posted the other day that in between your break, your parking, there's a button, an A assist. So I didn't know what that button was for this entire time. But now oh, steep hill, you don't see me coming. I just press the button.
Activate that button.
Just activate that button, and then it just makes things easy.
Yeah.
So that's also one thing that I love about that family, because you get to learn a lot of things that you wouldn't know. So now from that perspective, I'm able to also help someone else who's just randomly driving the car, who does not know of the group, and be like, no, man, the problem is not the Chinese car. Just technology, just press there and then you're good to go.
We've thought of it already.
Yes, I'm like, just press there and then you're good to go. And then also go sign up on the link.
I love that.
So it's been like that.
I love that you bring up Chinese brands. Because that is a big conversation right now. There's so many of them that have entered the market in South Africa, and it kind of feels overwhelming. Well, for me personally, it's felt overwhelming because you're like, oh, which brand do I go for? You're kind of trying to weigh them up against each other. Is it good? Is it good quality? All of these things. How have you kind of, like, what's your stance when it comes to like the Chinese brands? How have you, or even explaining it to somebody else who's maybe like skeptical about Chery being a Chinese brand and all of those things?
Funny how when I got to be introduced to the brand and seeing it on the streets, also I had a question. How long is it going to last? And I was like, okay, they've been here before, specifically this brand, and they're back again. And I don't think that they would come back without a plan. You can't leave and then come back and then you don't have a plan. And then we're counting other cars that have been, that didn't get the time to take a break. They're still doing fine. But I think it's finding what aligns with you. If you're interested in shape, car shape, colors, so that builds interest. Because truth be honest, these cars are amazing. As a someone NJ would usually say, the only thing that's missing is a kitchen sink. Because there's nothing that is not there. So for me, getting everything in a price of one. That was what interested me. So if I can pay this much and then I get absolutely everything that I need, then meaning that this brand is a good brand and it can go a long way with me. And also going at the 100 kilometers, 7 years. So all of those plans, they make it easier for us to actually trust the brand's loyalty to us as its customers on some, okay, so they're not going to leave me hanging. Try this. And then you also learn that, actually, I can also extend my plan. It doesn't mean that that's the end of the road for me. Now I need to start walking because I don't have specific things. So the perception of the Chinese cars, it's still going to go a very long way. But other than that, go for what you love, based on what you see, based on what you've experienced. Because someone else will say, no, I didn't have the best of the experience with the brand and this and this and that. And then they only learn after that, no, this is what you could have done. You didn't have to run away. You could have just been like, oh, no, guys, I need help. This and this and this is not working out. That way, there's always relevant people who have used the brand. Also, another thing that made me to trust the brand was because of one of the other first cars that I saw, the one with the wheel at the back. So I was like, so I was like, if it's that one is still alive, then surely this one can also carry me to that extent. So that on its own also made sure that, actually, no, I'm going to go for this and then experience this. And it's been quite a pleasure.
And you do see some of those old Tigos on the road.
And you're like,
still pushing.
Hey, and the fact that they're still even using that thingy that makes the car to shine, like meaning that these people still take care of this car brand. So meaning that it's a great investment.
We're happy. You're happy with the product.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy with the product.
Love that. Let's get into our brand philosophy, right? And kind of the reason why we're here shooting this episode today, which is live for more. It's our new brand philosophy and something we've adopted here in South Africa. And for us and the way in which we understand living for more, it's not just about doing more. It's literally how does something as, I don't want to say as simple because a car isn't simple, but something you don't think about gives you the ability to help you go further in life, right? So that's kind of the thinking we have with our vehicles. Is it's something that helps you to do more in your life. How do you understand live for more?
My live for more is connections, connections with people, experiences with people, because that's what live for more has done for me. It has made me to get into spaces that I did not think of. I know certain people now because of live for more, you know. So it's a great philosophy because it's so natural to want to live for more, and it's a day-to-day individual perspective of living for more. You wake up today, you have a vision. That vision is you living for more. Getting up, going to work, you have a goal that you want to acquire.
Yeah.
So with that, you are living for more connections, you're living for yourself. So it makes so much sense, the philosophy of live for more, because it's not just for cars. It's an individual's day to day. That's your whole entire perspective of life. Living for more. I do not think that there's anyone who feels like, no, I don't want to live. You know, everyone wants to achieve something. So getting into that car and you're like, live for more, and you're actually doing it. So it just makes so much sense for me to say this philosophy just makes sense to the brand and the things that the brand is coming up with. It shows that it has learned the culture of South Africa and its people, and has a genuine interest in making sure that everyone is involved. Everyone is seen into this live for more connection.
So, I love that. Yeah. I love that. I love that you said the brand has kind of paid attention to South Africans. And that's literally what we are trying to achieve. And it's one of our biggest goals, you know, I'll say, is how do we take a brand, because we had the discussion about it being Chinese brands. How do we take a brand that's perceived to be a Chinese brand? And while it is, you know, like while that is the country of origin, how do we make it feel South African? Because that's what South Africans do. Like we have the ability of taking something and owning it and making it our own and enjoying it the way we would like to enjoy it. And that's definitely what Chery is all about. Like we want to feel like we are the brand that understands South African people, that is here for the South African communities. And so I'm really glad that you brought up that point about like live for more being something for South Africans, because it really is.
It is. It's doing the works.
You spoke about experiences. Especially where the brand is concerned. Now, to the audience, Lihle had the opportunity to come with us last year, and it was last year. To come with us last year on a trip with Chery to the Chery headquarters in China. And that was honestly, because I was on the trip as well, that was one of the amazing experiences, I think, for me personally. It's always such an amazing thing to be able to take the people that drive our cars and take them to the country where the cars are manufactured and they're made. And you get to see everything that happens behind the scenes, and you get to experience the brand in a way that not many people can. And it was a fun trip. It was a fun trip. Tell us more about your experience on that trip, what you learned, what stood out for you.
Actually, you know, it was my very first international trip that I ever went. Like I knew I'd go somewhere someday, but I mean, I didn't know that Chery would make it so quick to say, hey,
China.
Go to China, get that jet lag, you know. You know. But it was honestly an amazing experience. I was looking forward to more, and I got exactly that because I got to see the parts, how they get together. And I think that trip also, I want a word that I can use, but it got that zeal in me to actually want to learn more about these cars and actually see what is happening behind the scenes. And we had quite a few events that we had happening, and how everyone, and the fact that it was not just South Africa that was there.
Yes,
countries were there. Like I met people from Malaysia, I met people from Indonesia. I'm like, oh wow. So we are just a lot of us and we are all into one space. So I had a lot of experiences, but I think the fact that it was my first time going out, that was a wild goosebumps for me on Sabi. Yay! You know. But other than that, we had the Chery brand nights where I love how we South Africans make anywhere
Everywhere we go
stood out. Like we make sure that we stand
we
out.
are the party.
So that was my whole yes. I kept like yes. So that was my most memorable moment to say, you know what, we are a big people and we are together, and how we are just there with each other like that, and also how everyone else appreciated us and also wanted to learn more from us. It just showed that we're actually doing a good thing, you know. So I was like, this is something. This is something.
No, we definitely, we bring the vibes.
Yeah. No,
we bring the vibes. Everywhere South Africa goes, we just have the ability of just showing up and showing out.
You know, and they're just like, hey, and we're just like, yes, it's us.
It's South Africa.
It's South Africa.
No, but that trip was really something special.
It was. It was. Also, it was my first time trying out certain meals. You know, I was like, hey,
yeah, the food there.
It's different, but it still has a normal food that we eat. But sometimes you're like, this one, it tastes like chicken, but it's written not chicken. So you're just like, okay, you know. So it was an amazing experience. And I think more than anything, I was amazed at the welcome that we received there. So that on its own made us not to feel like we were lost. You know, we felt like we were where we were supposed to be. And it did not feel any different to where we were from, you know. So that was a very experience.
No, that was an experience.
That was an experience.
That was an experience. And like I said, it's always, it's the highlight of my year. Getting to take, you know, the customers that I engage with on a day-to-day basis and, you know, bring them into that world and in a way that is as big as going to China, because it's a big trip.
It's a big trip.
It's a big trip, but it's a lot of fun.
No, it's definitely a fun trip, and it's something that is worth the go, because when you come back, you have a whole fresh perspective of actually, I want this. I want an upgrade.
Speaking of upgrades, if you were to think of a car right now that we have, so a Chery car, that fits your personality or that would say something about yourself, what car would you?
I think a Tigo 7 hybrid, plug-in hybrid.
Plug-in hybrid.
Yes. I mean, the Tigo 9, it's exceptional. It's big, it's bold. But for me, as a young lady, the Tigo 7, it just fits perfectly into my spec, because it has this, don't disrespect me, you know, don't disrespect me. Don't think that you can just enter just because you say I'm a lady. It has a thing of saying, respect me.
Yes.
And I also see it with other customers on the road. Like, it's exquisite. Seeing someone in that car, especially a lady, it's so like, okay, because ladies are known to drive small cars.
Yes, exactly.
I'm a fast driver. I drive to go. I don't drive to, you know, I live on the road.
Yes.
So that whole persona of like, okay, this car is big.
Yes.
And now me coming out of that big car, I'm like, this young girl, this is your car. Because I remember this one time, my friend and I, we stopped at an engine garage. And so this gentleman, he was driving I don't want to say other brands' names, honestly, but he was just driving a big car. He was just driving a big car.
Yeah.
And then when we left the car, he's like, hey, you guys are driving that car. We're like, yeah. He's like, aren't you guys young? And I was like, that's the experience that I want. Everyone was just like, you guys are young, but the boldness that you have into that car, and more than anything, feeling safe.
Yes. Yeah.
Feeling safe. I feel so safe on the road with my Chery. I don't worry about a lot of things. You know, I just put on my seatbelt and I'm safe. That's how I feel. And I feel so much comfortable. So with me, Tigo 7 really much aligns with everything, Jay. Also, can I just say my favorite feature that I want? Chery, please open boot. You know, when we enter the gate and they want to, oh, can you take the boot?
It's like, no, please. You don't have to touch that boot.
You don't have to touch it.
Just you wait.
Chery, please open the boot. And so those are just amazing things that I live for more every single day. Like, I'm just like,
That's having your own personal assistant in your car. You don't have to touch anything,
no, don't
please.
worry. Oh, man, can we check the boot? I'm like, sure. Chery, please open the boot. That's the works. And then close it. And that's like,
I love that.
You're my go-to girl.
I love it. And I love the Tiggo 7 as well. It's a beautiful car.
It is.
It's a beautiful car. And I think you're right. Like it fits like, a lady, feminine, but also still has a bit of aggressiveness on the road because it's an SUV. So in Leonto, like, yeah. No, I love it. I love it.
I love that car.
Where do you see like your future with Chery going forward? Like, what do you envision for yourself specifically? We'll get to the brand part, but for yourself in terms of your relationship with the brand.
Okay, let me just say something that relates to what I currently do.
Okay.
And I'm actually in the education space. And then I found myself in love with the automotive space.
Okay.
But I don't see personally myself as a sales exec in that form of a day-to-day basis. I love what I do as a review of the brand. But if I was to say I see myself, Chery has a partnership with UNICEF.
Yes.
There's certain things that Chery does which also align with what I do. So I see myself fitting into this brand because I'm like, be it one day they decided to open a school because they're very much capable. Chery, they're capable. You'll find a Chery school somewhere, So there are certain things that are within the brand that align with me. I think those are things that my values which make me to stick within this brand because I'm like, this brand provides me with not just comfort, but also things that are out of my own reach. I'm able to be within that space because now they also extend a hand to say, no, we don't just want to focus on driving the cars, but we want a seat at everyone's face to say, you're welcome, you know. So if I was to see myself within the brand, I would still see myself as someone who works within the brand, be it on the foundation side, because we have with Chery with Love community. Those are activations that I'm very much passionate to be a part of because they also speak into what I do out of just driving the car. So definitely a good fit to me.
I love that you brought that up. The Chery Fund. And you're absolutely right. I mean, we do have, as part of our like ESG and CSI initiatives, a space where we look after the South African community. We do have like you mentioned, the global partnership with UNICEF. And because you're in education, I see that being a perfect fit, It's the brand trying to build the South African community. And I think education is such a great place to start because you are arming young children with tools and skills to become something in life. And like you said, as the brand, we're not just here to sell the cars in South Africa, make some money and then go dip, We're here to, provide something meaningful and impactful for our community. And I love that that's something that resonates with you as someone in the education space. So you're tying your love for the brand and the cars themselves, so that automotive space, with something that you are also passionate about, which is education and teaching. So I see it as a perfect fit. I see it as a perfect fit.
So you see that I don't have a reason to not
to leave the brand,
because I mean,
you've got you covered.
You've got me covered.
What you need,
one way or another, it's there. Because I would be like, no, I'm just driving the brand. No, there's a lot of things that are still within the brand that genuinely resonate with certain things that I do. And also, I took time to finding myself into the education space because, we grew up wanting to be doctors and lawyers. Where teachers were like, no, never, and now I'm finding myself especially foundation phase.
Yes.
Imagine those 10-year-olds.
Listen, of everyone I know, you probably have the energy for it. So you probably have the energy for it, honestly.
With that having grown and having to be studying for that, I was just like, okay, this is actually workable. But when I found myself into the Chery brand, I found myself loving the brand, and advocating for the brand did not mean that I necessarily had to now stop what I'm doing so that I just say, I want to be a sales exec. I decided, good to know, I can be what I am, but still I can do what I can do because I drive the brand, So that has just been with the brand.
I love that. Something I always say is, especially when we speak to people like yourself, like advocates and other people that are looking to partner with the brand or do some work with the brand, is yes, we love that you post our cars and you share the content and it's, plug-in hybrid and this, Chery open sunroof and all of these cool things about the car itself. But another big part of the brand and what we're very much interested in is how do we get involved with you and your community or the space that you exist in, as an individual. We love to contribute to things that matter to you. Hence why the Chery Fund was, established. It's a way in which we kind of give back to our communities, and we love to do that through our KOCs, our influencers, or the different partnerships that we have. We love being able to extend what we do to the communities in South Africa. So whatever it is that our people are passionate about, we're passionate about it too. So if that's education, we're passionate about it too. If it's, bettering a community or looking at environmental sustainability, we're passionate about that too, because we don't just exist to make or build the cars. We exist to better communities. And that's something that's very special to me as well.
It is. Just recently, last week, we had the opportunity of donating shoes.
Yes.
In Tembisa, and I was. We went with Chery Midrand, and the way they were so excited, they were like, "Please, whenever you're doing something like this, call us." So that's how I realized that actually, this whole Chery brand, it's not just a specific individuals. People that are inclined with the brand, it's like they have a moral code that is not said, but it's said. The way the hearts are just connecting, how everyone is also passionate about the growth. The speeches that they gave out there, you could tell that they are speaking from a place of saying, we want to see kids better. And we might be working for the brand, but we have an inner depth in us to say we actually want to see a bigger reach within this brand. So I also love that, because I was like, this means that if you are a friend of a Chery lover, you're automatically, for me, you're a sweet person, because you're just a sweet person. Because it takes a lot.
You can judge your character by your car.
Yes, I can judge your character. That's how I am. I can judge your character by your car, because I've met the most, they are just kind. They are kind people, whether you have a 2-second conversation with them. But also, I once had a conversation with someone from TikTok after they had an issue with their car, and they ended up upgrading their car still to the same brand, and now they are also into our family group, because I was like, hey, go that side. And that whole mini conversation that we had on some, how are you? I'm good. How's your car treating you? No, this is I'm like, no, this is what you can do. So from that, I saw that actually we have a value for people, and that love just grows within each and every one of us. So I can judge. Can judge.
I love that. What would you like to see from a brand perspective? What would you like to see in the future? I mean, think of like the wildest thing you can think of.
Besides the energy drink.
The energy drink. Oh gosh, this energy drink.
I mean, you got us. I mean,
we did.
I'm such an energy drinker person. I'm just a caffeine me anytime of the day. Like when I wake up, please coffee. When I'm on the road, oh please, energy drink. You know. So that whole thing, it had a hook. I actually believed in myself. I'm like, yay!
Maybe. Hopefully, this episode gets to the right people. Maybe we can do something with an energy drink.
I know they're watching. But. I think the brand is already doing so much, I think maybe what I will say, or what I'll probably think of, is probably on the way, be it a new car, it's on the way, be it a new partnership, it's on the way, But I just see the growth in the brand, and I think that whatever the people behind the scenes, the marketing, everyone just has the right mind of putting the brand into where it wants to be. So I think from my view, I don't have the wildest thing that I currently have in mind for the brand, because the brand just continues to amaze me, and I'm always happy with what it comes up with, So yeah, that's just...
Okay. To anyone who's kind of listening to this episode and they're thinking about buying a Chery car, what would you say to them?
Firstly, if you ever, as any individual that wanted to buy a car, the first thing you do is see the car, and now of late, we see a lot of Cherys. And also you'll be seeing a Tiggo 7 and then you see a Tiggo 7 plug-in hybrid in the same spec. And it just takes an eye to say, I see that. Which one is that one? But it looks like, oh no, it doesn't look like that one. When you go into the front, you're like, no. So you get to see that, oh, it has a facelift. So the way that the brand has just uplifted the designs, it's so worth to say a catch. It has created a catch. So I missed your question again.
What would you say to them? If that
So
person saw that Tiggo 7.
Okay. Yeah. So if that person saw that Tiggo 7, their best shot is taking it for a test drive.
There we go.
That's the first thing to do. So the first thing to do, go for a test drive. We have dealers literally everywhere now. There's no way in your region that you cannot find any Chery dealership, So, and I think the sales execs have been trained quite well to create a relationship with anyone that comes into their space, because I didn't buy the car at the Chery dealer. I bought it at a different dealer. But then when I took it for my first service, I took it at Midrand dealer. I didn't know of that dealer then, So from that first day, I never left. Like 2024, I never left. I'm still there. That just shows the community that they build when you come there. And more than anything, people worry a lot about after sales, right?
Yes,
which becomes a concern to people to say, oh, so after we buy the cars, then what? So I think Chery has created a platform where people are able to get the assistance that they need. So if anyone is looking for a Chery, first stop, get yourself a test drive.
Test drive that car.
The nice thing is that you don't even need a formal booking on a day-to-day basis. You can just rock up at any dealership and there's always someone that is available to assist you.
Yeah.
And so that's what I love. So if you are intending to get one, and because as someone who drives on the road, I see quite a lot of them. So if I was not driving the vehicle currently, I think I'd also be interested in the beauty of this car brand and also I love a red, So anytime I see a red, I just want to smile. I just want to smile. So it's those intriguing things from someone that wants to buy a car, and it's just amazing.
Yeah,
it's literally amazing.
Honestly, test drive the car. Hey,
just
get into that car. Take it for a spin. It would literally change your perception.
And don't even rush yourself during that test drive. If you want to take it slow, take it slow. If you want a high speed, 1 second, and then so that you get
it home.
Take it home.
Don't take it home.
hey, home is the trouble. Home is the trouble. Because you might not want to return it. You might not want to return it. But I personally, I love what the brand does for its people, and it's not just taking care of the people who are already within the brand, but it's making sure that everyone who is aware of this brand feels safe into the brand.
Yeah.
So I think I usually say that it's a brand for people, by people.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would like to pose a question to you.
Oh, here we go.
As someone who usually hosts these events, charity events, what would be your most memorable event from what you have done,
Oh, geez. I mean, I could go the easy route and say everything. But I mean, doing the work that I do, almost every event that I host really is a memorable one because it's something different or like a different outcome or a different feeling. So for example, if we're doing something related to the customers, it's a different feeling because then I get to engage with you guys and it's, it's my family, it's the people that I see, every now and again. And it's a big family reunion when we have these events, and it's so heartwarming to see people love and enjoy the brand and kind of appreciate the work that goes into it. So that for me is a feeling that is just, I love it, I love it. And it reminds me why I do what I do. And then when we go into the other side where we, speaking about ESG and CSI, that's a whole different feeling together, because there I feel like, man, I'm really making an impact. So we're really doing something special. Working with UNICEF has been honestly probably one of my biggest highlights. Going out into the field and seeing the faces of the lives that we are helping change and shape and contributing to, I cannot even put it to words, what that does for me. It's something that definitely feeds the soul, because then you realize it's not about me, it's about them. It's about the future generation that's coming up, and not even about the brand, but it's about just how we're contributing to shaping someone's future. And for me, that's something I cannot even put into words, what it does for the soul.
That's amazing. That's
what
amazing.
It does.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm so glad that I get to do what I do. It's definitely been... It can be difficult sometimes because, a lot of pressure.
And also working with people is not easy.
Working with people is not easy. And for, someone in my position who does customer experience and also does CSI, it's a lot of weight that you carry sometimes, because you're dealing with customers and then you're dealing with initiatives, and you have to care about these, different things at different times. But it is overall just the reward is so much greater than what you go through on a day-to-day basis. And I wouldn't change what I do for the world. So
I love it. Because, I've noticed how I always ask myself, I'm like, how do you do this? Because someone can pose a question and in your utmost, always calmest. And I'm like, I would be fired up. I would be fired up. But you just have a way of calming down everyone. And it just settles in properly, and how you approach customers. And even if I can call you at 5 a.m., that reaction, it's the same as a reaction that I would get at 12, that professional level of someone. I think as we have been on the trips together, we've had a lot of engagements in these different events. We've probably grown to know each other personally and engage more, I'm able to tell you what troubles me now. And in that spec, I'm able to come out all right, because I just had a conversation. And even tomorrow, it feels so worth the conversations that we have. So from you, it's not always a matter of it's business. It's not business when it comes to you. It's paying attention to people's needs, and you work so well with the people that are within your space. Honestly, I've noticed that even in our family chat, you're always responding to everyone, and how you are always like, I am so sorry, guys. I took time, but I'm with you now. And then you start replying from Friday message up until the next Friday message, one by one. I'm like, oh, son,
you guys
there's so much passion. There's so much passion into this. So I think those are also nice things from someone who's on the other side to say, we see the things that the people within the brand do, So
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you saying that. And it's so validating, to see that the people we service kind of see and appreciate, obviously, the effort, we're humans, and we're dealing with humans. And I think it's very important to remember that. And I like that you said that it's not just business, because that's the whole premise of what we're trying to do here. It isn't just business. It isn't just cars. We recognize that the people who drive the vehicle are human beings. And it's just our way of continuing to relate to you, the customer, on a human level, just being there for the things that matter the most, and seeing you as an individual, as a human being with interests and likes and dislikes and issues and things that you're passionate about, and how can we then get involved in that? And I think it seems easy or natural for me because I love it. I genuinely enjoy it. I love doing what I get to do. Like, people are my passion. So I'm glad that you guys see it.
We see that.
I'm glad.
We definitely
Honestly, that's
see that.
very validating.
We see
Thank
that.
you so much.
We see that, and we appreciate that. Most
No, I love
definitely.
it. I love it. Thank you.
Yes.
What's next for you in your life?
What's next for me? Finishing my degree.
How long do you have to go?
Just 1 year. In next year is my last year. Also, another thing, I don't have much of the to-do list. Honestly, on a day-to-day, it's me, campus, home errands, drive to. I'm a person that I love driving. Hey, I love driving.
You and me are the opposite. I hate it.
Oh no, please!
I hate driving.
I love driving. If I'm not at home doing anything, I'm like, can I just drive somewhere? So most oftentimes I drive home to Rustenburg. We go there much often. So those are things that I do when I'm not attending any Chery event or I'm at home doing campus. That's my go-to time.
Yeah.
Just binge watching something, So that's just about the time that I have. And so within my career, I see myself finishing next year and finding my feet into the job spec of what I'm doing, and then definitely growing myself into the Chery brand. I want to see myself getting that Tigo 7. Ultimate goal. Ultimate goal.
And you're so capable, eh?
Yes, the ultimate goal is to get myself another one. And just honestly, that's just my life spec. I'm more into sticking to my education, doing the passion with the children. And then maybe in the next years when things are okay, have my center one day. I want to have my center. And a few things that I'm into, inclusive education.
Yes.
So the whole autism, ADHD, those are the passions that I want to engage myself into, learn more about those and put my feet and both my hands inside and say, this is the change that I want to see. So my whole change is in the perspective of education. How do I change the mindset? How do I change what parents think of their children?
Yeah.
Because that's also the effect that we have and challenges that are at schools.
Absolutely.
That parents assume that, no, he's just like that. No, he's not just like that.
Parents
just
don't
have a conversation, be calm, So I also see it with my niece. I'm probably I always tell them, I'm like, my mom was strict, and with me, you guys are just flowing. You guys are just flowing, because I want them to be people that can ground themselves, And as long as you know that what I'm doing is wrong, that's the lesson. Do you know that it's wrong? But now how are you going to ground yourself? Because we are not always going to be there and be like, hey, you're doing absolutely the wrong thing. You need to learn, and teaching them to be responsible human beings. You need to be a very responsible person. Whether your parents are there or they're not. So it's just me engaging myself into the community like that to say, this is what I want. But I stay in a very small community. So there's absolutely not much to do because it's Joburg. We are a bunch of people from bunches of somewhere.
Yes.
So it's unlike back at home where back at home I see the changes that need to be done, especially in the school spectrum.
Yeah.
The other school closed down, there's no kids, or there's lack of teachers with lack of training.
Yeah.
So with them, that side, also considering that they are far, like, those rural areas, we were like, now you're in the rural area.
Yeah.
You are just 2 hours away from town. That's how distant it is to get things. So it becomes challenging to a lot of parents that also struggle with getting stuff for their kids, but they're trying to make it work. And sometimes motivation is not enough with them because they need something that they can believe into.
Exactly. They need to
physically see. So actually it is possible to get this thing done, because also when we went to the school recently, I told them, because we were donating shoes, and I'm like, this is your dream footprint. This is your dream footprint. From here, it's what you decide that happens.
Yeah.
Because you are given the ability now to pursue into this thing. For you to go somewhere, you need to walk to the place.
There we go.
So the fact that we were being given this dream footprint, it's us telling you that it's possible and you are going to get it. So it was just a heartwarming thing to be part of. So those things are things that make us better every single day, to say the smiles on the faces, the change that you make. It's just impeccable. I love that. So
I cannot wait. Honestly, I cannot wait to see you go out into the world and be this person. I think you have honestly so much to offer. You're so passionate about what it is that you do, and I truly believe you will make a difference and you will make a change. Definitely. So very excited. We're looking forward to see what Lihle has in store. And we're right behind you all the way.
I know.
Cheering you on. There's a group of KOCs that are, cheering you on.
Awesome
so
humans.
We're very excited.
Yeah, and I think I'm the youngest.
I think you are.
The youngest.
I think so, our baby.
Yes. The other day when we had our cheer with us last year on 6th of December, the Chery Family Day.
Oh yes, the Chery Fest. Yeah,
Chery Fest. Loiso was like, "Oh no, you are our Tigo too."
Oh, Tigo baby.
Oh, Tigo baby, you're Tigo too. I'm like, Chery better not bring a Tigo too because now I'll not hear the end of it. So no, I'm currently Tigo too in the family. Baby Tigo.
Baby Tigo. No, thank you so much.
No, man, thank you.
This conversation has been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, we obviously have a relationship, but I feel like every time we speak, there's always something to talk about.
New perspective.
There's always something to talk about. So I really had a great time, and thank you so much for joining us.
No, man, thank you so much for having me. I mean, it was an honor. I appreciate the invite, to get to share my story with Chery and me as an individual, because people, I don't think people know me because I don't even introduce myself when I do these vlogs and videos. I'll just show them the road.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm gallivanting if you're looking for me.
I'm outside.
But I think also this has just given the people to be like, oh, it's her. Oh, she's the one that's always,
Yes.
So now they get to
put a
get
picture.
To know
you,
Yes, they get to face and picture this human being. With, actually, that's her. So it's been an exceptional.
I love that.
No, man, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lihle, once again for joining us today. Like I said, it's been such a great time with you. I mean, it always is. And I'm sure people will appreciate the kind of insights and to look into the brand that you've given. And I mean, we just love you. There's really nothing else to say on our end. We really do love you, and we appreciate everything you do for the brand and the love that you show for the brand. It's something special. Thank you so much. And that's it, you guys. That is the end of today's episode. Quick shout outs, very special shout outs to the people that made this podcast happen. One day. Thank you so much. And that is it from us, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of this, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like this video and then comment what other questions you might have for the brand or anything you'd want to know from us at Chery. Bye.